dedication by Assistant Pastor Darren Crowe of Wapsley Gospel Tabernacle.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to be here. Lord, just together in this place. Lord, I ask you to do this evening's meeting, Lord, that you just do with us according to your will, Lord. We're thankful for the men and women that's in our community and in multiple ways. Lord, we just ask that you'll help each and every one of us, Lord, as citizens, Lord, and as individuals. So in everything that we do, Lord, that we always bring glory and honor to you, Lord. We're thankful that you most importantly, Lord, that you sent your Son to die for our sins, that we might be able to have eternal life through you. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Teresa, you want to pledge allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Walker, will you have the roll call, please?
Steve Arnott.
Here.
Mike Scipio. Doug Fleshman.
Here.
Greg Hudson.
Here.
Bonnie Thompson. Present. Ray Wolf.
Here.
Jim Hughes.
Here.
Linda August. I'm here.
Quorum being present, I declare the July 1st, 2019 meeting of the Dunbar City Council in order. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the June 17th, 2019 council meeting. Second. There's been a motion by Councilman Scipio to approve the June 17, 2019 council meeting minutes. Seconded by Councilman Hudson. Any comments, questions? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next items on the agenda are the fun items of the evening. We'll do the swearing in of the patrolmen that are being promoted to corporal. So I think the chief is going to assist me with this. Okay, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Anthony Ashworth, do hereby certify that I have been duly promoted to the rank of corporal for the police department of the city of Dunbar, West Virginia, by Mayor William Cunningham, on this first day of July 2019. And as such, I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America. And the Constitution of the State of West Virginia. And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the rank of corporal. For the police department of the city of Dunbar. And will obey all orders by the chief of police of the city of Dunbar. Or his representatives to the best of my ability, so help me God.
That's my ability, so let me go. Yes, sir.
Okay, speech time.
Thanks for it. First, I would just like to thank you again, Mayor, and thank you, Chief Moss. I didn't start out my journey here at Dunbar I was fortunate to be picked up when I was still in the academy. But now that I love it here. I've gained a family, and I'm excited to continue this journey. Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
They all should work.
You ready? I, Timothy Justice, do hereby certify that I have been duly promoted to the rank of corporal for the police department of the city of Dunbar, West Virginia, by Mayor William Cunningham on this first day of July 2019. And as such, I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America.
Do solemnly swear I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
And the Constitution of the State of West Virginia.
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of the rank of corporal
of the office of corporal
for the police department of the city of Dunbar,
for the police department of the city of Dunbar,
and will obey all orders by the chief of police of the city of Dunbar
and take all orders from the chief of police of the city of Dunbar,
for his representatives
and his representatives,
to the best of my abilities,
so help me God, to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Floor is yours.
I'm fancy like Ashford, so I just appreciate the opportunity. Congratulations.
Coleman is down there in this part.
Okay, raise your right hand, please repeat after me. I, Joshua Luciano,
I, Joshua Luciano,
do hereby certify that I have been duly promoted to the rank of corporal.
hereby
Certify
certify
that I have been duly promoted to the rank of corporal for the police department of the city of Dunbar, West Virginia, by Mayor William Cunningham on this first day of July 2019.
July 2019,
And as such,
and as such,
I solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
I will support the United States Constitution of America, the United States of America,
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of West Virginia,
of the State of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
of the rank of corporal for the police department of the city of Dunbar, and I will obey all orders by the chief of police of the city of Dunbar or his representatives to the best of my ability, so help me God.
That's my opinion.
Now the hard part. Oh, you're gonna shake hands on his
All right, I'll be short and sweet to say justice. I just want to thank the mayor and chief and the city of Dunbar. Great journey so far. And can't wait for the remainder of the journey here in the Florida town. Thank you.
All right.
I'd like to thank Josh. Sometime last week when the storm came through Kanawha County, and the talk in the hallway was the reason the storm didn't come to Dunbar was because Josh was out. I want to explain it to everybody. I can actually hear from me why. And I'll continue
Saw me out there, it's like, nothing like that. Charles, he's out, Charles.
Thank you. Thank you for sending the schools to
Okay, Teresa, do you want to get some pictures with all them?
Yes.
Just go ahead, take your time, get them organized. Sure, they're all together. Just put them up here in the front. Put them up here in the front.
Yeah, we can do that. Right in front of the next.
Well, the ladies get it.
Connie, get that picture.
There you go. Yeah, you do. Now get your families up here.
Yeah, get your wife, family up there.
Okay, back on the agenda. Next item on the agenda is invoices for payment.
Mr. Chairman, I so move that we pay $130,165.28 for invoices. Just to note, to clarify everyone, at the last meeting, we mentioned to give approval of clerk to pay any bills from June 18th through Friday the 30th, and that's what this is a reflection of finalizing the year. And so that period is $130,165.28.
There's been a motion by Councilman Hudson to approve payment of invoices totaling $130,165.28. Seconded by Councilman Fleshman. Any further question, comment? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Any abstentions? None. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a motion to amend ordinance 781.
Yes, this is a motion to amend ordinance 781, paragraph 2, to read, compensation of the city building inspector Public Works Director, Parks and Recreation Director of the City of Dunbar, who are compensated on an annual rate shall be increased beginning July 1, 2019, by $1,500 annually to the pay according to the payroll procedures of the city in compliance with the state and
So moved.
Before we take the vote, as explained in the finance committee meeting, the individuals that are detailed in the ordinance 781 did not receive a raise last year. And the raise that was originally anticipated in their pay scale for this year was based on the 30-cent an hour increase for the hourly employees. And the hourly employees got a raise last year where they didn't get a raise. So this brings them up to date, makes them consistent with the other payroll adjustments that's been made for the employees for the last 2 years. Anybody else have further clarification? Being none, there's been a motion by Councilman Hudson to approve the amendment of ordinance 781, paragraph 2, as read. Seconded by Councilman Scipio. Any further question or comment? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying roll call. I'm sorry.
roll call.
Says right here, roll call. I wrote it bold, so.
Steve Arnott,
Yes.
Mike Scipio,
Yes.
Doug Fleshman,
Yes.
Greg Hudson,
Yes.
Greg Wolf, Bonnie Thompson,
Yes.
Jim Hughes,
Yes.
Lynn Vargas.
Yes.
Thank you, Steve. Okay. Motion carries unanimously. The second, item B is second reading of ordinance 781.
Ordinance 781, an ordinance to raise the compensation of employees of the city of Dunbar.
So
Second.
No, sir, I did not. As amended.
Okay. We need further clarification.
Just a reminder, 2 weeks ago, we went over this. This is, as the clerk already mentioned, it's, the amendment is adjusting the pay of the department heads. And then it also includes a 30-cent an hour raise for our hourly non-union workers. It also includes a change in the pay of the chief of police salary, and then also the fire and police to their respective unions, which fire union includes the fire chief. So it's essentially covering all of our employees in some form or fashion. Nobody's getting rich, but there is a small raise for everybody that's an employee of the city of Dunbar.
Any further question or comment? Being none, there'll be a roll call vote.
Linda Vargas,
Yes.
Jim Hughes,
Yes.
Bonnie Thompson,
Yes.
Greg Wolf,
Yes.
Greg Hudson,
Yes.
Doug Fleshman,
Yes.
Mike Scipio,
Yes.
Steve Arnott.
Yes. The next item on the agenda is the second reading of ordinance 782.
782 is an ordinance to amend section 1729.03, notice of violation summons to appear, and it's paragraph B. Oh, it's paragraph 5.
There's also to change time compliance. Grass code for 10 Make it. Second.
Correct.
Been a motion by Councilman Scipio to approve the second reading, seconded by Councilman Wolf. Be a roll call vote.
Steve Arnett,
Yes.
Mike Scipio,
Yes.
Doug Fleshman,
Yes.
Greg Wolf,
Yes.
Greg Hudson,
Yes.
Greg Thompson, Connie Thompson,
Yes.
Jim Hughes,
Yes.
Linda Vargas. Yes.
She has really bad sinus.
She been drinking vodka.
That's good.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is resolution of city council.
Okay. This resolution, be it resolved to the city council members of the city of Dunbar hereby authorize William E. Cunningham, mayor of the city of Dunbar, to act on behalf of the city and enter into a contract agreement with the Juvenile Justice Delinquent Program to receive an administrative grant fund pursuant to provision of the Juvenile Justice Delinquent Grant Program for a preventative resource officer at Dunbar Middle School, Dunbar, West Virginia, for the fiscal year 2020 Community Policing Development Program. Got that?
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Scipio to authorize by resolution to authorize the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Division of Justice and Community Services for the resource officer for FY 2020, seconded by Councilman Hudson. Any further comment or discussion? Being done, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval to make repairs to fire truck 552.
So moved.
Second.
For the record, note that's $8,064.54 to be.
There's been a motion by Councilman Hughes to approve repairs to fire truck 552 in the amount of $8,064.54 worldwide equipment heritage name, seconded by Councilwoman Thompson. Any further comment, discussion? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. It's tough setting between these. Next item on the agenda is approval to receive bids for phase 2 street paving and repairs.
I move that we receive bids for phase 2 street paving and repairs.
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilwoman Vargas for approval to receive bids for phase 2 street paving and repairs, seconded by Councilman Hughes. Someone want to speak to this?
The street committee is that we've made a potential list of streets that need to be resurfaced and also potholes. We're going to put it out for bid. We'll receive the bids back in, and at that point in time, we can make decisions on prioritizing depending on how much money that we have to repair.
To elaborate on that, it's a quite extensive list, so there'll be a lot of things on there, and then we'll see what the cost of all this comes to, and then we can evaluate, as Councilwoman Thompson says, what we can and can't do. So the street committee will be meeting once we get those, decide on the priorities for the work.
I comment to that, sir.
Yes, sir.
Our pothole repair will be done in-house by the street department unless it's something really serious that the milling machine that he's going to rent can handle. But other than that, the pothole repair will be done in-house. That'll reduce the costs. That'll leave more money for the paving part of the streets if we need to.
Any further discussion? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is to rent street milling equipment for pothole repair.
So moved. I make a motion to rent street milling equipment for pothole repair at a cost of $5,500 for 1 month. Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Fleshman to rent the equipment to do pothole repairs for 1 month, seconded by Councilman Scipio. Anybody want to elaborate or discuss that further? I think we were very successful last year in the work that we did. I think the crews figured out how to do it, and all potholes that they fixed, we haven't had any trouble with them this year. So I think they know how to do it now. Not that they didn't know when they started, but they had a good plan when they started last year and have followed through. So
When we met, we spoke also, we've asked you to go ahead and look for 3 additional workers to come on board and help him out in order to be able to achieve what we need to achieve. Because he doesn't hire some people, you can't have your limbs picked up and have your potholes repaired and have your streets and have your trash picked up and have the extra trash picked up throughout the time. You know, he only has so many employees, he only has so many hours in a day. So we text both of him, he's going to try to hire 3 more people. We'll use them throughout the summer so we can try to get some of the stuff accomplished.
any further discussion about it? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval to receive bids for replacement of the storm drain between Oak Street and Chestnut Street.
So moved. Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Hughes to approve receiving bids for replacement of the storm drain between Oak Street and Chestnut Street, seconded by Councilman Scipio. This is a drain that's been failing for numerous years now. It's gotten to the point that it's become a hazard for the area residents and the kids playing in the area. So we're putting that out to bid. See what costs are going to be to do that through contract labor. Any further questions? Comments? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval to receive bids for replacement of 180 feet of 12-inch storm drain on Westmoreland Drive.
So moved. Second.
Again, this is a section of drain that's been failing for quite some time, and it's beyond the scope of our work crews to do it. It's on a steep slope, and it needs to be handled by contractors who's got the proper equipment to do it. So we don't put our people in danger of doing something that we don't have the equipment or the ability to do. With that, there's been a motion by Councilman Scipio, seconded by Councilman Fleshman. Any further comments or? Big none? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval to solicit proposals to repair, replace the tower service to the city hall building.
I move that we give the council the mayor approval to solicit the proposals to repair and replace the power service for the city hall building. We need that.
Second.
Is there someone want to speak to that?
Doug will.
Well, this is a fire service box you noticed about, and the mayor, they're the ones who look at all this. Sorry, everyone. This has been in the basement of City Hall since the building was built. And we dealt with it when the fire station was downstairs and stuff, and there was modifications done to it, stuff added on to it, but yes, it's a severe problem, and it has to be attended to. And they so graciously approved to look into that.
Well, we have to, basically what's happening, we have water leaking through the main service conduit into the main power feed inside the building. It's a serious hazard. It's been going on way too long, so it's about time to get it done. Any further comments or? Being done, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. The next item on the agenda will be report from officers and committees. Police chief.
Evening, Mayor. Yes, just two things. Talk about mine. Tomorrow evening, police department will reserve and some people from the neighborhood watch will be out. So when we go out, bikes out, we're gonna get all 4 awards with handouts about the neighborhood watch meetings, about the National Night Out, which is August 6th. We're out to coloring books and the drinks and stuff for kids. The old fashioned way of doing it. So we'll get out. If you're out in the city, we'll give you some information. It won't be posted online. That's tomorrow. We'll start about 5:30, I believe. Run up, weather permitting, 9 or so. July 4th is coming up, fireworks, which have already been going on for a week. But there is an ordinance, and it basically says you can't shoot fireworks off the city. It says you can, but you can't do it within 100 feet of any building or structure. It can't go over any street, highway, or sidewalk, or land upon. I don't know anywhere in the city you can do, maybe up city park. But anyway, Independence Day, you can all day, preceding weekend and the foregoing weekend, the 6 p.m. to midnight. We're going to honor those. We'll let that be officers' discretion how they enforce them. If there's adults out there with children being supervised. So, but after midnight and after the weekend, next weekend, it's not going to be their discretion. We're going to write tickets for those offenses. So, if anyone has any questions?
What's the national day?
The National Night will be August 6th, that's 6 p.m. 8 p.m. on the city's parking lot by the police department.
Fireworks up till 11 o'clock again?
Midnight.
Midnight, I'm sorry, I missed.
On July 4th and on the weekend before.
Okay.
Next on the agenda is Fire Chief Chris Thornhill.
Good evening, everyone. June fire department responses within the city, 87 incidents, bringing our total to 498 for the year. Along with that, I want to talk about heat stroke. You don't know when it's 94 degrees and you're outside. Drink water, lots and lots and lots of water. Take breaks. Don't get out there. The heat stroke, the problem with it is it's on you before you realize. By the time you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. By the time your body's telling you you're thirsty. So drink ahead of time. Drink while you're out there. Water, Gatorade, that kind of stuff. Be specific. Drink things good for you. drink before you go in and while you're out there and afterwards. And smoke detectors, we still have quite a few smoke detectors. If anybody needs those, stop by the fire station. These are the kind that have a battery in them and ready to go. That's all I have. I'll take anyone's questions.
Thank you, sir. Public Works Director, Mr. Elliott.
Mayor, council, just a few quick things. Main thing is starting Monday, the 8th, we're gonna start the pothole repairs. We're gonna get through with those. We're gonna be slow on getting your limbs and stuff like that during that time, because I'm gonna have everybody out there, 2 groups, one going through milling, and then the next one shouldn't be more than 24 hours that you have, no pavement in the holes. We'll be putting pavement in as quick as we can get it out. So that's the main thing. I'll take anybody's questions if they have any. And trash on Thursday, since it's a holiday, will be picked up on Friday. All right? Thank you.
Next on the agenda is Sanitary Board Assistant Director, Matt.
Mayor, council, citizens, we're about done with Connie's, eyesore.
And you didn't even crunch the little rose bush, I said happy. They did an excellent job.
After that, we plan on going back up on 24th Street and fixing the drop in there at the top of the hill. And, after that, we'll probably move to the, sinkhole that's developing in front of the car wash. Oh, yeah. The old car wash here from, Charles L. Yeah. The tires is right on top of the line. They may be called on washing the tires.
And I would encourage all of you to slap man on the back, congratulate him on a nice day of kayaking yesterday, 9 hours in the sun. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to address this. They're on 24th Street. You all are working on those.
Correct.
That one was so deep.
Right.
And this is just.
We're bringing all 3 of those corners.
When you come around that, there's a guy that parks across the street in a little blue car. I know one day he's going to get hit. And he should park, instead of parking this way, he should park this way to avoid, you have big trucks that come through there. And just, I talked to the guy the other day and it says, it was his son's car. But I'm afraid there's going to be an accident there.
That we can't do anything of that, but per se, but maybe Scott and them or Bill.
Yeah, because, it's an accident looking for a place to have. Because I've heard those cars come around there and especially that pothole there.
Yeah.
I hear them, boom.
Yeah, there's a curve there.
Yeah, there's a curve there and I'm afraid that he's going.
Yeah,
It's a small car.
That's going to help a lot.
Oh, yeah, you've done a beautiful job.
Next on the agenda is Building Inspector, Mr. Leishman.
Council, I've got about 20 things for you. I don't. Yes, there it is. On 36 8th Street, gone.
That's not, it's still there.
No, it's gone.
It's down.
It's down on the ground, hauled off, as quick as we can get it out of there, which is wonderful news. Closing out the grant, that was partially funded through. We have these 2, we can start taking them. Guy called me today, he's interested in buying 159 4th Street, house was torn down 3 years ago. So he's probably going to put another house in there, his contract. We are boarding houses on 22nd, 18th, Grandview, most probably in 19th. And if anybody has any other suggestions, I'll go look at them.
Basically, what we're doing based on the calls that have been coming in from people moving in and out of these vacant houses. Once the police department gets a certain number of calls, we've given them opportunity to stop their activity. We're going in and just start boarding these things up so that everybody will be able to visibly see when the plywood is removed from the doors, and when this is somebody's moving in, and then once that happens, they can be cited for trespass. So we're trying to take a proactive step toward trying to minimize the activity in the vacant structures. I think, Kathy, what's our list up to now? About 100?
Probably about 112.
112 vacant structures. Well, those are just houses. We haven't got the commercial buildings added to it yet. So the number, every time we get a phone call, the list grows. So we're supposed to some point, if something's not done with these properties, you're going to see a whole bunch of plywood on the front of houses. And that's the only way we can figure out how to deal with trying to keep these people out of the structure. It's going to make the neighborhoods a little unsightly, but they're not mowing the grass anyway. They're basically abandoned. So.
I went to the police and made an arrest the other night on the house. I was notified of it. Went over to the inspection, the rental inspection of the property, condemned it as unfit for human habitation today. Because the floor was caving in, there was holes through the walls, the windows were improperly installed. It's basically a fire trap, so
They won't be renting it out for quite a while. Hopefully we'll just tear it down and figure out how much it's gonna cost.
we're also going to stop that notice yet. I'm gonna swipe a couple of his guys probably, maybe Friday, maybe early next week. Do a new bus pad over on Dunbar Avenue 12. I don't know if it's something to be whole across from the parking lot. That's going to be the new bus pad for westbound buses. We're going to move it on that side because there's no sidewalk or access across the tracks from the other side. We'll get rid of the old phone booth, clean up that area a little bit, make it a little more appealing. And then we're going to do stairs on 16th Street too.
Are we, somebody goes up and split up?
No, they're going to be
solar panels.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all the direction.
The basic reason for moving it from the highway department did the streetscape project. They moved the ADA access to the opposite corner of 13th Street. So someone accessing the bus stop on a wheelchair or just being immobile or having problem moving rapidly would have to go across Dunbar Avenue and then go across 13th Street right below the railroad crossing. So when people crest the railroad crossing, you would never see a pedestrian down at the bottom. So that's the reason we've taken it upon ourselves to put the slab in so that it won't have a ramp from the railroad tracks down to it and try to eliminate the potential of a catastrophe in that area. So.
What are the reasons on the side street?
I get a little
Better visibility.
When can we get rid of that dolphin?
I mean, we keep Superman out. We keep Superman out.
Scott's got a back to take it right out.
I've already told the phone company to come disconnect it. I don't know.
It's already disconnected.
Yeah, it's all disconnected.
Yeah, it's disconnected, electric's off out of it, it's started ready.
I'll get it out there more.
Dunbar Museum.
Very good.
Midwest, remember?
There's a house at the bottom of 22nd Street Hill on
21 is
Fletcher.
fine. Yeah, we're on
Fletcher.
it.
I was gonna say, just, it's coming apart and there was,
It's been bought by someone, they haven't registered. I don't know who it is.
and there was a truck down there today, and I stopped in and talked to Teresa about that there wasn't, it's a truck that nobody has ever seen. I've never seen it there before. And I think she talked to the chief and some of the guys about that. I had just stopped by the station because I just saw it there. It hasn't been there before.
They got passed on the road guy.
It was a great pickup.
We're aware of the problem with the house. We know there's backpackers going in and out.
Yes.
If it was a Grand Dodge Ram, it's got used to them.
Is that,
I don't know who owns it. I know a couple
The
of
sign
them.
that was down on 16th Street.
Yeah, yeah.
is that whose truck it might have been today?
Yes, ma'am.
I understand you made an effort to get the guy out of that garage that we discussed last time, and Warren Payne.
Okay, this is something I want y'all to understand. I went by there, I go by there at least 2 or 3 times. If he's sleeping in there, I can do something about it. If he's sitting in there, there's nothing I can do. I cannot stop him from using his garage.
I've watched my cameras. Someone drops him off about 11:30 at night, he goes in there. He's been there all night long. Between 2, 4, and about 5:30 in the morning, someone comes and he gets in the car and leaves. So he's staying there all night long. Now, whether he's sleeping there or not, who knows? But I washed my car last night. I was outside. Our house, we have a pad between our garage and our house. So they don't see us until they're right in front of us. Okay? Perfect place for cops to sit anytime they want, by the way. Just putting that out there. But then 7 to 7:30, 3 backpackers went through there, and I watched them walk over to that garage, knock on the garage, the door comes up, they go in there like 5 minutes, they come back out. This looks suspicious to me. There's no way, and I mean, if someone comes to see me at 2:30 in the morning and knock on a garage, I'd probably be shooting. It's bad.
We'll keep an eye. The only thing I can tell you right now is I'll monitor it. And I told the owner of the house when we were over there, because the chief and I were over there with Lieutenant Schaefer. And I just flat out told her, I said, if I catch anybody living in the garage or find a bed in there, she's getting $500 fine right then and there. It's like a ticket on it. And if I can prove they were in there more than one day, I'm gonna charge with every day I can prove it. So she's fully aware of it. That's her uncle that's been living in there. I always give you the big stop story. But I will monitor it. I'm sure the police are monitoring. We'll see what we can do to correct it. But like I said, if they're just going in and out of there as a garage, going in there and sitting, smoking or whatever they're doing in there.
Now, unless he's going out the other end, which I doubt.
Well, there is a door on the other
Yeah.
end. There's a walk door on the other side.
He goes in there about 11:30 at night, about 5:30 in the morning, someone's there. And it's either a gold van or it's a little green car.
Well, maybe he got a job.
Yeah, that's it. But when our garage was the other night, I was a little upset about that, but we was out there waiting on the police to come to do a report. And one of our neighbors said, Karen, he never was there. He's been there the whole time. I'm like, I'll make that. I said, thank you.
I was told he's coming back, but like I said, unless he's sleeping in there or living in there, there's really nothing I can do. I can make him stop living in there, and I can find him for every day I can prove it. But I can't forcibly remove him at this point.
But when the garage door's open and you go over there and look in, clear in the back in the right-hand corner, there's the back.
Okay, because when you looked at it from the garage door the other day, it was on the left-hand side.
Well, he kind of rearranged it. Maybe
Is his girlfriend still there?
Yeah, she's the one that drives the girlfriend's car.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Okay, it's one of many, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for you. Who took down the boarding house?
West Virginia demolition. Oh, it's another thing. Boarding house is no longer there. It's on Main Street.
Was that part of the city or did it stay
No, property under the property board, we told him it's torn down.
It's down and the lock's really cool. They put
They do good work.
hay down, straw.
They straw.
It's very big.
Okay, Mr. Cho.
First of all, thank you, Mayor Council, citizens, for being here. Dunbar Senior Center having a rummage sale on July 13th downstairs. If you have any items you would like to donate, please get a hold of Kim Bailey at 304-768-0878. She's usually in from about 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. And the only thing I have is finally we're getting some warmer weather and people are finally starting to come to the pool and getting some more activity down there. So most of our fiscal year is done, so all of our events for that year is done. We're waiting now for a fall festival, which is in September, which will be the third Friday and Saturday in September.
What's the law against getting those groups to the open fleet different? That's can you do anything about it? Well, they have to do is keep them out, you know, I've got to go to the example to tell them.
You gotta be careful which chemicals.
There are groups bad, but we were there today, talking about partition, getting it. I mean, right now, now,
I spent about 15 minutes a day, morning, evening.
Any other questions for
No clothing at the running side.
public comments? Yes, ma'am.
We've had a group of young people come to our town and volunteer to help clean the town up. We've had some really hardworking young people from all of the United States. They've been from New Jersey, Delaware, they've been from everywhere. They always say to us, this town is a sweet little town. They say nice things about it. I appreciate the fact that the mayor and Bug and Connie have worked with us. If they work 2 days, especially in the 90-degree heat, they allow them to come down and swim after they've worked. And I appreciate that because they really did thank us over and over for allowing them to swim after working so hard. But they're doing some good work here. You all may not know. It's kind of behind the
They did a
scenes.
great job on the
They really worked hard. And it was 90 degrees that day.
If you would give me a list, if you have their names and addresses and stuff.
Okay.
Anybody else?
There's a little bit hot dog sale at City National July 13th.
Ours.
What time is the Little League hot dog sale? Somebody said there was a Little League hot dog sale?
Yeah. 11 to 4.
11 to 4, okay. Okay. Something more?
Well, I don't know who cleaned up the, like in the camp over next to Low Gap or the railroad tracks. Scott did, but, I got a call about it, but I'm still looking within an hour to cleaned up. Appreciate it. That's all.
Yeah, he got that message last night. But he was on it at 7 o'clock this morning. That'll be taken care of when we do the power, get the power things, we'll put it all in one big bag. Also, but I do know that it only ran the lighting downstairs. That was it.
All the electric downstairs.
That's all been changed out, got bricks and stuff over the years, so I think it's just, so I understand it was just the lighting and maybe a couple of hours, but it's very.
Yeah, look at the back surge. Fix it so we can use it.
When we do the evaluation, we'll get that. We may end up just taking it out, it may not be worth trying to sell it.
What about, Connie, all the vacant lots we've got, do you get any response from realtors and all of them?
Yeah. Just the one that.
I mean, I realize we get whatever down there like that, but we really need to find a realtor or somebody to take over these lots. You don't need to be a real estate business, you need a realtor. And junk cars down the city garage.
jump cars?
We're gonna put those out to bid this month.
This month?
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I've been hearing it for 6 months, so.
I'm trying, my bad, I promise. He's getting a list handed to him here soon. All the numbers with over. We're doing all that. Are they all good?
Once they finish, you'll have an opportunity.
The only other thing is, I still think we need to get a sign down there at Wine Cellar Park, an informational type sign with a map on there showing people where different things are. That's part of it. I realize we are getting two visitors from this soccer stuff. We need to have something down there, maybe explain a little bit of what Wine Cellar Park's all about. That fishing lake is.
That's a project that Joanne's been working on and putting an informational kiosk together for CDB. And it's kind of a work in progress, but it is being worked on.
Okay.
That's okay.
Thank everybody for coming out and showing concern about what goes on in our city. We appreciate your input. And also, in Ward 2, Reverend Hudson and myself, that's our ward. And there are things going on in that ward, and I assure you that we know what's going on, and we're taking care of Barbara just like 2105 Fletcher. Police department's aware, building inspector's aware. We're working on stuff as far as we can. If you see anything else, please notify us. Whoever, that's myself, police chief, whoever. And I also, the Sheets own the property over on 11th Street area. We've heard so many tales on that story over there. That's all we heard from Yeager and Greenlee, that Sheets was buying up all that property and was building it.
As far as I know, Sheets is not coming to Dunbar.
Okay. Because so many people ask about that all the time. And that was the last thing we heard when Greenlee went out of office. She bought up all the property with one.
The main owner of that property is not. It's for traffic.
I just wanted that rumor clarified once and for all.
Therefore, we deal with one here. That's why it's a hybrid.
Well, plus the access coming off the interstate ramp would destroy 30% of the property, which would be a dead zero to development.
Okay, but I just had people asking because that was a rumor for quite a few years.
There is a person that's actively pursuing getting that property put together and putting together plans to start bringing businesses.
Okay, that's all I had.
Just take a moment to congratulate the 3 patrolmen that have been promoted to corporal. They are a blessing to our city. Chief's done a good job trying to recruit also some new officers. Earth and Justice and Luciano, I've been able to see all 3 of them out at times in action and doing the patrol and interacting with the citizens and yes, citizens, but not the good citizens also. And they all 3 of these guys do a great job, so we're blessed. And just congratulate them, Chief.
Nobody's seen us in a long time, so I'm good.
But we had a lot of long going suits, right?
I'd like to thank our department heads, all the great job they do. And the chief, police, initiating some new programs, for instance, the one tomorrow. He's got a lot of good ideas, and the city's gonna keep going in the right direction, I can assure you. I'd also like to thank the fire department for their cookout for the city employees. Really appreciate that. Sharon and Jim for heading up this major cleanup crew that you guys are doing, planting flowers, pulling weeds. I mean, you can really see the difference in the city. And I appreciate you and Jim and everyone that's volunteered to help you. Well, it's made a big difference, and I sincerely thank you. And the last thing,
My grandson Liam is finally crawling.
I just want to say I'm thrilled at 136 South Street. And like I say, they've done a really good job. They didn't block traffic. They didn't kill the little rose bush in the corner. And then to see that boarding house go down, I was like, yay! So, you know, there is progress. It takes forever. That duplex has been there forever. And it was a fight forever, but it can happen. We just have to let the system work. I know everybody wants it to happen more. I'm the first one to say, I want it now. I'm not a patient person. But you just have to be patient and wait your time and steadfastly stick with it and just keep reminding them and talk to them. And eventually it will happen.
Good job. I'd like to commend our Neighborhood Watch Safe Community Committee for outstanding hard work that they did Saturday. We're going to cook out over burgers. They sold a lot of wonderful hamburgers and hot dogs to raise money for the police and fire academy, also for National Night Out. Thanks to Chief Moss and several police officers coming over and hanging out, helping out with everything. It's a great day over there. Raised a little bit of money and had a lot of fun at the same time. Speaking of Neighborhood Watch, it's next Thursday night, the 11th, but it will not be held here. It's going to be held down at Bingo Hall. We've got a program that's going to be put on by the Red Cross. So it'll be the same time, 6:30, next Thursday down at Bingo Hall. It'll be a real nice special program, so that's Bingo. See you there. Thank you very much.
As long as it gets cleaned up, it was hit by the flood on Saturday night.
What's that?
I said, as long as Bingo's finished getting cleaned up, it was hit by a flood on Saturday night.
They're gonna take the drywall, about 4 feet of drywall out.
Somebody let sign up and it's all there.
12-inch slide first Saturday night is what we're talking about. Service crew's been in there all day today.
Oh, right here.
You got upstairs and downstairs, you got the AV room down at the rec center. So,
I'll give you further details where we're at. Once the city figures out where we're at, okay?
I have nothing to see.
ma'am,
I'm kind of concerned because I walk my dog a lot in the evening, and my concern is there's a lot of broken glass and litter and things that they can potentially harm on. Well, it's unsightly. I'm just wondering if anything being done to, help with that problem. Like, we walk down Fletcher Street, and there's glass that litters both sides of the road, even through the sidewalk, trash and things, have to be.
is it in the street or
Yeah.
in people's yards?
No, it's in the street and on the sidewalks.
Okay. I mean, when they get the street sweeper back operational, they can start.
Oh, we're gonna get one
Fletcher.
back? Yeah.
Fletcher.
Well, that's one of them, the main one.
You know, if you run into that in the future, call the sanitary board at 766-0209 and just tell them, that you've got some issues with glass or whatever in the street. They can get somebody down there to run the sweeper there.
Oh, great, thank you.
When will you get your sweeper back?
We have one,
Got it back.
so don't have to stand
Well,
there.
I'll better talk to him about it.
Vacation, tearing down house.
I was thinking you was out of
What
service.
is that?
Generally, we can go out for an hour or two at a time, but if I can get somebody to run daily,
I told you I'd run, show them what.
You're too tall, you can't fit in.
Adopt a block. Is the adopt a block still active at all of the cameras as used to be?
Yes, you can do adopt a block if you want to do that. You can come in and get a talk with Kathy in the back of the room, and she'll solicit the information from the state. It's the same. It comes through REAP, and now we'll have to double check and see if the $5,000 money that we're getting to tear down a house, if that preempts us from getting financial assistance to do adopt a block. I think it's all in the same program, so we would have to set our priority if we want to tear down a house or do adopt a block.
Tear down a house.
Yeah, all we ever did was adopt, and Pam Reynolds was in charge of it, but she was on council. We all just adopted a block, and she gave us a set of grippers, but I thought those were kind of useless, and a pair of rubber gloves and we just promised, signed a little piece of paper, said we promised to keep our block cleaned up. We go out with us paying the broom, clean the block up.
There again, that's where that money went over the years buying that equipment that was passed out to everybody, and so we had to give them a reflective vest, the gloves, and a picker. Now, if they choose to use it, that's fine. If they don't, I mean, but we've honored our obligation through the REAP program.
Can you let us know if that's something that we can pursue actively again to try to encourage people to adopt?
I mean, we can actually do an adopt a block and maybe come up with some alternate funding other than the REAP program. The expense is not that great. I think it was like $2,000 or $3,000. One of the grants for adopting blocks.
But it takes away from the removal of the house.
Only if we go to them for the money. If the council finances it separate, goes for a grant. We'll just have to research and see how much money we need to see.
Can you report on that for us next council?
Probably I can get it to you before that.
On the case now, at 138, wanting to buy that, have a deer hunter, and he's gonna set up a food farm.
Roger, did you want to make your proposal about lunch?
Sir?
Did you want to make your proposal about lunch?
Hard of hearing, and this ear, hard headed, and this ear.
I said, did you want to make your proposal about lunch?
Oh, I was just.
Everybody's here, ask them.
Yeah, what I would like to do, police department, fire department, everybody city hall,
Public Works.
Public Works.
Sanitary Board.
Public Works, go to lunch up at the bucket. Invite you up to lunch, I'll take care of it, we'll take care of it. The Dunbar board off with.
We'll get back with you. I just got one comment, yes, sir.
The only thing, he asked Mayor was like to set the date, then I'll have to let him know. I talked to him today, Chris.
You mean Greg?
He was real excited about the, everyone coming up. I mean, that's the hottest place right now in the state of West Virginia, I'm telling you.
All right. I got one thing. I've been down at Shawnee, and believe it or not, the people that know me around City Hall been reporting their work at 7 o'clock down there every morning. Working until about 11, greeting people at the main gate. And the comments I get are, I think some of the other people here have gotten the same comments, that they're excited about being here. They've had a positive experience in Dunbar. The people are friendly. It's easy to get around, and people are helpful, and they're excited about coming back next year. So if you see a New Jersey car, or a Delaware car, or a Massachusetts car, or wherever it's from, just wave to them and welcome them, and love to see them back. It's my experience down there all these days has been a lot of really friendly people, and so I think we're starting to see the benefit from it, and as the events continue to grow, instead of seeing just a weekend here or weekend there, hopefully it'll morph into this is happening every single weekend through the year, and with that, we're going to see restaurants coming blockings in the Dunbar area to meet that demand, which will meet jobs and improvements in the city. So a lot of that goes to you all as citizens that, they speak to and see out there. So thank you.
Mr. Mayor, for the good of the order, if there's no other city business, I move that we adjourn this meeting. Second.